Hey everyone, so you can't see my face today because this video is going to be all about apps that I recommend if you are living here in Korea. So apps that I think are useful for someone who's getting by day to day. So in case you guys are curious, the phone I have is the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 and I actually got it here on contract when I came, well not when I came here, but I got it here on contract. And I guess if you guys are curious about getting phones here and stuff, I can do a video on that. But yeah, this is going to be about apps, so let's just jump straight into this video, and I'm going to recommend some that I think are great for, I guess, getting by day to day here in Korea. So this is the screen where I keep most of my frequently used apps. So I'm just go into the first one here, which is the Korean folder. And I'm going to tell you some of the, I guess, Korean learning apps that I recommend. So the first one here is the Google Translate app, which I think is very good. It's got me out of a few, not sticky situations, but like sometimes where I want to say something, I just don't really have the I don't have the right amount of vocabulary or Korean knowledge to be able to say what I want to say. I usually can just type in what I want into this app, and you can like type it in here. And because I have a Korean phone, my phone is Korean, I can actually, the keyboard can I can just switch between Hangul and English, but there's apps for that if you have, I don't know about iPhone, but I know you can download apps where you can change your keyboard language. So that's really helpful. You can switch between language, Korean and English, or English and Korean like this. So that's really useful. Obviously, it's not something you would rely on completely because Google Translate is not known for being very accurate, but I think just for something that's needed straight away in certain situations, I think it's a good app. The next app is Korean Pro, which is like a Korean study app, and this is a really good app for someone who is just landing in Korea, or if you're like going to come to Korea, or even if you're like on a holiday. It's a very good app because it teaches you a lot of the basics. So if you go into the greetings file, it has here like hello, good morning, good afternoon, and things like this. And if you click on the sentence, this one says I'm not well, thanks. If you click on the sentence, there's like a little speaker sign thing. If you click that, it will actually say the sentence in Korean for you, so you can understand the pronunciation. It has the Hangul here, and it also has the romanization, but I really despise romanization because if someone who's trying to actually learn Korean, it's really pointless. The next app I have is this Naver app, and Naver is like, I guess, the Korean Google. Koreans use that for like searching anything on the web, but this is the app, the dictionary app, and I really recommend this because I have, like, sometimes I'm just looking up words, I'm curious about them in Korean. I will use this app because it gives you, I'll just go into it and I'll show you. It gives you the word and it gives you an example sentence of the word you're looking for. So here are some words that I've previously looked up, and here we have regret. Let's just go into that one. So it gives you the word regret, and then it gives you the sentence in English, and then you get the same sentence in Korean as well, and then other variations of like different sentences. So you're learning the word in context, which is really, really good. The only thing I have to say is though that if you want to use this app to study Korean, you actually have to use the English button. Like, you would think you'd use the Korean one, but the Korean one is all in Korean. So I guess I don't even know how to use it, but I guess it's for just Koreans looking up Korean words and stuff. But the English one is really, really good because you, as I said, you get the word in context and you get like different variations and things like this. So that's a really good app for studying Korean. I haven't really got that deep into my studies yet, but I am getting pretty serious with my Korean, so I feel like I will come to rely on this app soon in the future. But just for quickly looking up words in like Korean words, I think this is a very, very good dictionary app. Now I'm going to go into my social media file thing, and if you live in Korea, you know what Kakao Talk is. So it's like a messaging service. So think of it like WhatsApp, but it's a lot better because you can get really cute emoticons and things like this. So let's just go into this, and hopefully we don't come up with any conversations I'm on. Okay, no. So you get your contacts list, and then you have like your conversations, it suggests people to you, and then you have like also like settings and stuff on this page. And what I like about it is that it's really customizable. So this is my current layout, and if you want, you can just change the layout to whatever background or stuff that you want. So it's really great, customizable. You can do it to however your tastes are. And I'll show you the really cute emoticons actually, because I feel like they make conversations a lot more fun. Let me find one. So like they move and stuff, and like they can do really cute things, and like you can buy them in the store. There's a store you can buy stuff from. Kakao Talk is like a must if you live here in Korea, because also, let me not forget, you can actually make free phone calls from Kakao Talk, and it comes out of your data plan. My mum actually downloaded Kakao Talk, and she uses that to speak to me rather than Skype. The only problem I have is that sometimes Kakao, when you're calling people, well, I found when I'm calling my mum, it cuts out a lot. And so, but I guess it's a really good thing if you don't have like credit and stuff on your phone. I really like using that to speak to my mum. The next app I recommend is this silent camera app. And this app is fantastic because here, when you buy a phone in Korea, it's required that when you take a picture, the shutter noise goes off. There's no way to switch it off. Mine is ridiculously loud. I mean, I'm not like a really creepy perv or anything, but it's just really irritating when you're trying to take a picture and that's all you're hearing, that noise go off. Like, trust me, I've been to cafes where girls are like taking selfies for like a good solid half an hour. I'm not even exaggerating. They do that. And you're just hearing that irritating noise. Silent camera is great because it obviously silences the shutter, and just for those situations where you just really don't want to hear that noise or whatever. Or if you know, when you take a covert picture. Okay, so the next app I want to talk about are travel apps. This is my travel folder. And the first one is the Kakao app. So I travel a lot to some cities and stuff like this. You can buy your ticket online. And then if you buy it online, you have to go to the ticket booth at the station and print out your ticket, and then you can go on the train. I can't even tell you how many times I've missed a train because I've gone late to the station and I'm waiting in line. It's usually like 10 minutes to wait in line to get it printed, and then you might miss your train. However, I found out with this app, like you can use this app, but I thought you couldn't use it unless you had a membership, because you need to have a membership. But you can actually buy tickets if you don't have a membership. There is a way. I'll leave a video below. There is a way to buy tickets on this app if you don't have a membership. And with that, you don't need to print a ticket. You just buy your ticket using the app, and then you jump on the train, which is fantastic. I've already done it twice now, and this is going to be my way of travel from now on, using this app because it's really, really awesome. The next app is one I use whenever I'm in Seoul, and it's the Subway app. So the app has, update later. So the app has like the Seoul subway map, and then you also have a way to, so say for instance you want to plan a journey, you can plan your journey using the app. So let's say I want to go from Yongsan, which is where I usually travel in from. Let's say I want to go to Yongsan. You can choose the station, so depart from, and then search again, and then I want to go to Gangnam. So Gangnam, put that in, and then arrive at. The app will actually calculate, it's calculating now, but it will give you the fastest journey, or the journey with the fewest transfers, and then you also have your transfer info. And with your transfer info, it tells you what stations you need to go to, how long it's going to take to get to that station, what side the door is on. So are you going to exit from the left side or the right side? And things like this. And it tells you how many stations, how many transfers, how long it's going to take and stuff like this. So it's really, really useful. A really, really useful app. And you can also, I can't remember how to get there, but you can also check the train time. So it has like all the train schedules as well. So you can plan your journey using that way. So you can just input the time you think you're going to get there, and then it will tell you the schedule and how long it will take during that time period and stuff like that. So really useful app. The next travel app is one that's useful for me personally because I live in Tehran, and it's the Tehran Bus app. So it gives you a whole list of all of the bus stops in Tehran, and this is all of the buses and all of their routes and stuff like this. So I'm going to give you a quick example. So let's go and look at bus number 3, and let's find a stop. I don't know, let's choose somewhere. Dongadong, Doadong. I'm still learning to read, you guys. So the bus app will tell you like, this means like last bus and stuff. So the bus will tell you what other buses stop at that bus stop, and it will also tell you like if it's the last bus, and I can't remember what else this says because this app used to be all in English. I had the English version and they updated the app and then it was all in Korean, which was very frustrating. But for me, I can read Korean, so it's okay, and I kind of know the bus stops I need. I usually stop at the same stops, so it's okay for me. But I guess if you're learning Korean, that's pretty irritating. But anyway, so it tells you what other buses are at that stop, and if you just saw the way it updated, so this line, when the bus is close to the stop you need, so say this is the 3 we went into, it tells you how many stops the bus is away from your stop. So this big red square, what? This big square here is my stop, for instance, and this is how many stops away the bus is. So, and it also tells you the time. So this is Obon. I'm still learning, guys. This is 5 minutes away, this bus, so you kind of have time. So usually I know I need to like run for my bus when I check the bus stop, and you can like update it, but it updates like automatically, which is really good because the old version didn't used to do that. And then let's go back, and this search button, it actually uses like a, what do you call it, GPS, and it shows you where you are and what other buses are in the area. But I'm not going to do it because it will give away my location. For the final app, I actually had to take off my phone case because I keep my bus card in the back of my case for convenience sake. But the final app I have to show you is the TMoney Balance card. So if you live in Korea, you will need your TMoney card. It's a really great card. You can use it on the buses and the trains and stuff, and you can use it, as far as I know, in all of the major cities. Like, I've used it in Seoul, I use it in Daejeon, I use it in Daegu as well. I don't know about Busan, I've never been to Busan, but I would assume it would work there as well. But this would be the this would be the card you use to get on all major forms of transport here. The thing that really frustrates me is that obviously with these kind of cards you have to check your balance and stuff. I know there's a way to use your bank card, but I didn't set that up when I set up my bank card, and I have this now, so there's no point. But there's been times when I've got on the bus and I've not had enough money. Luckily I was with somebody else, or I had change, and you can pay using change, but it's just more convenient to know how much money you have on your card. And I found this really great app, just search, and I just like, does this exist? I searched it and it really does exist. So I'm not sure, I don't think it will work if you have like an iPhone, because you actually need this thing that Samsungs have. I think there's some sort of thing where you put the two Samsungs together and it like transfers information. But you need that for this app. So what you do is you take your card and you place it on the back of your phone, and bam, it checks your balance. So I currently have 1,250,000 won left on my card, which is really great for me because I can check my card before I get on or even leave the house, and I can just run to the shop, my local shop, and put money on my card. And it's also, yeah, I'm getting a bit tongue-tied here. It's really late in the night, I'm sorry guys. But it's also great if I'm like traveling in Daegu, because when I go to Daegu, I can't actually top this card up. So I just make sure to put a lot of money on before I go, and I can always just check my balance. So guys, that is my video on the apps that I recommend, and I really do hope that that was helpful to any of you guys who are coming to Korea or who already live here who might not know about these apps. So let me know what you guys think below, and I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully you guys will see my face next time. So see ya, bye.